Hey guys, how are you? Thanks for coming back to watch another video, and today I am unboxing the new GoPro Hero 2018. I am a massive GoPro fan. When I saw the price of this new entry-level camera in the GoPro Hero range, I just had to have it. It's £199 in the UK, $199 in the States, which is an absolute steal. And this camera looks absolutely amazing. It's built inside the same body as the Hero 5 and the current Hero 6, which is GoPro's flagship model. It's a stripped-down version. As I said, it's the entry-level version into the market. It is a stripped-down version of the camera. So let's get this thing open and talk about it a little bit more as we go. But one of the things I like about the new GoPro Hero, other than the camera itself of course, is the packaging looks amazing. On the previous entry-level models they have done a really stripped down version of the packaging, just putting it inside a normal cardboard box, but this is inside the same sort of box that you get the Hero 5 and Hero 6 in. So how do we get into this thing? Okay, we tear here. Now the GoPro Hero is a 1080p camera, so it's full HD. It doesn't do 4K, and in fact it will do 1440, but at a cropped down sort of 4:3 aspect ratio, so you're only really going to be using this in 1080p. It looks absolutely amazing, and the camera itself is inside one of these sort of housings. It's not an underwater housing. Right, so we go in here, and inside here we have clip mount, self-adhesive, second mount, and the battery for the camera, USB cable, instruction booklet, GoPro stickers. Okay, so to get this thing off here, hopefully you should just be able to squeeze and slide. Squeeze it and slide the damn thing off. There we go. So there we have the new, can you see that? So we have the new GoPro Hero. So as I mentioned, this camera is in the exact same body that the Hero 5 and Hero 6 are. So the same grip, very easy to hold on to, that's not going to slip out of your hand. Microphone in the bottom here. So if I want to put the battery inside the camera, just push this little button in here and slide. That pops up and then the battery goes in here like so. Clips in place and then goes back. Got a little LED here telling there's power. Take this sticker off the back. And there we have it, a lovely touchscreen display on here. Let's try powering the thing on. Oh, that display is absolutely fantastic. Really clear display on the back there. And on the front here as it's loading up it says Hero. So language English, yes. Yeah, agree to the terms of privacy. Time is 13:36. This is very sensitive as we go. Okay, so it's set automatically to 1080p and 60 frames per second. So I'm going to change that to 30 frames per second. Field of view. We've got wide, medium, narrow, so we want that one wide. And on the front here, don't know if you can see that, it gives us all the same information. So we've got 1080p at 30 on wide. There's nothing on the camera at the moment, no SD card in, and the battery does need charging. So to open this compartment here, we need to push this button in and slide, and it is tough. Which is good because it means the water isn't going to get in it, but that slides out. And in here we have mini HDMI cable and the USB-C cable. and to close it, just clip that back in place. The memory card sits in the bottom here where the battery lives. So you put your micro SD card in here where the battery lives, and again clip that back in place. And this camera looks pretty cool, and as you can see here, just turning it upside down, it's got an accelerometer in it. So no matter which way you put your camera, it will film the correct way, which I think is pretty impressive. So this little case that the camera came in, you can pop the camera back in here, clip it in place, and that then gives us the mount, which has got the standard GoPro fittings to fit to all of the current accessories. This camera doesn't come with an underwater housing. It is already waterproof to 10 meters, 33 feet, so it's okay to go in the water with if you're either snorkeling or just diving really shallow. But if you do want to get the underwater housing for it, GoPro do sell them separately at £50, or they can get comparable quality ones from Amazon, which are a quarter of the cost and do exactly the same job. So I'll probably be investing in one of those at some point before I go on my next diving trip. But the camera looks great. It's a very stripped down version of the GoPro, but that's fine, because if you're just wanting a good action camera with good resolution, easy to use, and are not bothered about a million different settings, then this camera is something that I think would be pretty good for you. It has image stabilization, it does 10 megapixel photographs, films at 1080p, it pretty much has everything you could want from an entry-level camera. And in fact, comparing this to my last GoPro, which has sadly died, this obviously gives you more. It's the newer model, it's still 1080p, which my other one was. The touchscreen is a lot more intuitive than the previous one. It works a lot better, and this camera looks a hell of a lot nicer. It's not got the built-in case which was moulded around the entry-level ones previous years. So we're going to take it outside in a minute, get a few test shots, see how it films, see how the image stabilization works. But first impression of this camera is certainly worthy of the GoPro name and certainly deserves to be part of the Hero range. So let's go and get a few test shots and see what this camera actually can do. So after taking the camera out for a few hours and getting a few test shots, I kind of feel happy with the GoPro Hero 2018. It certainly does lack a few of the features that the higher end models have, but you'd expect that when it's half the price. But things that would be nice in the camera, which wouldn't really break the bank for GoPro, would be things like the Pro Tune, which isn't an option in here, but could easily be sorted with a firmware update. But there's a few other features missing as well. So with the GoPro Hero 2018, because it's the budget model, you can only shoot in 1080p, either 30 or 60 frames a second, so you lose all of the other resolution options that the other cameras have. But for £199, it's a good, rugged little camera. It's waterproof, it's still got the voice control, which I think is an absolute godsend, and I will certainly be using that quite regularly. It doesn't have the wake up on voice, but that is something that I can live without. The GoPro Hero 2018, in my opinion, is a good little camera. If you're looking for a good quality introduction to GoPro or a decent quality action camera, you could do a lot worse than buy this. There are cheaper models on the market. Check this video out up here. There are some awfully bad models on the market, but this is a good camera and it is definitely worth the investment. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Please give a thumbs up if you like this video. Hit the subscribe button if you've not done so already, and I'll see you really soon for another video. Bye.